Arda opened his eyes and instantly knew something was wrong. He was standing in the middle of a massive spruce forest. The sky was filled with blocky clouds, and the sun glowed faintly behind sharp, cubic mountains. He tried to remember how he got there. The last thing he recalled was falling asleep at his desk. But this wasn't a dream. The wind felt real, the ground felt solid, and his hands were pixelated. His school uniform had turned into strange, blocky armor. Trying to stay calm, Arda searched his pockets. He found a torn map, old, incomplete, but his only hope. He walked deeper into the forest, but something felt wrong. The trees were moving, paths twisted and disappeared. What looked like an exit turned into a dead end. As night fell, the forest became silent. Too silent. Then he saw them, glowing purple eyes in the trees. Endermen watching him. They didn't attack, they just stared, teleporting between branches, whispering directly into his mind. Arda ran, but the world began to break. Trees floated in the air. The ground opened into endless voids. Reality itself was glitching. At the center of the forest, he found something impossible, a giant stone library. Inside were thousands of books. Each one had a name, each one a life. Then he saw it, a dusty book with his name. Arda's lost day. He opened it, and the ground beneath him collapsed. A massive void stretched below, layer after layer, with no end. Panicking, Arda climbed upward to the very top of the library, and then he saw it. The sky was torn open. Behind it, his room, his desk, his real life. He ran and jumped toward it, but suddenly gravity reversed. Papers burst from the shelves, flying around him, wrapping around his body. They weren't just papers. They were his unfinished homework, his responsibilities. Each one that touched him turned part of his body into pixels. A voice echoed, "If you stay, you will never fail, but you will never truly live." Arda took a deep breath and jumped anyway. His fingers touched something cold, like glass. Then everything shattered. He woke up back at his desk. Morning light filled the room. "It was just a dream," he whispered, but as he turned to leave, he looked in the mirror and froze. On his cheek, a small glowing green pixel mark remained, and for the first time, Arda wasn't sure if he had really escaped.